Hi, this is Ben Roberts, the lead convener and host for the Now What Global Gathering on the Art of Being Fully Human in a Time of Crisis. Welcome you and all global citizens to this gathering, particularly in this moment. These gatherings began a year ago in conjunction with a number of different conferences that were happening in the first part of 2019. And it was during the second of the Now What gatherings in May that this phrase, the art of being fully human in a time of crisis, emerged as a framework for what these gatherings might be. Little did we know that we would be living in these times that we are right now with the COVID-19 virus. Although it was apparent to many of us at that time that there had been growing for many, many years, decades, a sense of global crisis, economic, environmental, social, spiritual. And so the core group of people that have gathered together around this have been recognizing that things are fundamentally in need of transformation, undergoing transformation, and facing up to the challenges and opportunities that provides. This is the Declaration of Possibility that was drafted for the second edition of Now What, and has been modified slightly since then, but gives you a sense of what we're gathering for. To practice the art of becoming more fully human in this time of crisis, rooted in ancient and new paradigm wisdom. To seek mutual understanding by deepening and expanding our relationships, and by cultivating a shared sense of belonging. To support the healing, transformation, and regeneration that is needed in response to systemic harms that have been and continue to be perpetuated by human civilization, especially that which has emerged from the developed world. And that all this happens in a way that's grounded in a deep knowing of the sacredness, interdependence, and interconnectedness of all life. So the group of us that come together to do this, there's a set of people who've come together as a collective to support the convening and hosting of this gathering and each edition of the gathering that reforms. There are partner organizations as well that are aligned with this, that are supporting various engagement streams that will be taking place over the 6 weeks of Now What, from March 23rd to April 30th. And we're all declaring that we're aligned with this declaration, and we're inspired to explore the possibility that coming together in this way can have powerful impact, can create a field of generosity that includes flows of money, but all kinds of other resources when people show up and give their gifts and are able to receive gifts in turn because of this field, this nourishing flow that is created as a result. So that's the core inspiration. I invite you to join in, to be a part of this in whatever way feels good for you, to try it out, to wander around. The homepage for Now What at nowwhat2020.com orients you to much of this. The participation tab has additional links, as well as the invitation blog, which has specific invitations to various elements of Now What. If you haven't registered already, you can do that here. You can scroll through and see a bit more about our intentions, about all the different technology that we're using, and many of these have useful links tied to them, some testimonials, and 4 things you can do right now to get started, as well as some links to the invitation blog. I'll also be inserting a link to this welcome video here, as well as other orientation videos that you can find on the Now What YouTube playlist. And that's linked to right here under YouTube, also under Participate in the Harvest tab. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email and contact me and others on the team that are forming to host this. And we look forward to seeing you in Now What space. One more thing I do want to show you is the Now What network map. So if you do choose to register, which you don't have to, this map is populated by everyone who is registered and opted to be on it, and it also contains detailed information about each of the people who are here. You can hover over them. You can also click on any particular person and see more information about them. And these lines also show you information about who they're connected to. And you can focus in on a particular person and see that. So the network map is a powerful way to envision who's coming together and what might be possible here. The last thing I just want to say is that with all of these different tools, with all of the different Zoom calls that are taking place, the last edition of Now What in October and November of 2019 had over 80 calls. We don't know how many they're going to be, but there are already probably more than 60 that are on the current calendar. Um, there's a lot going on here. There's online tools. We may still gather in person in small groups. That's been a part of the Now What DNA all along. And so the invitation to you is to find something and try it out and maybe stretch your limits. Um, it's okay to feel a little overwhelmed, to get a little bit confused. We're on the bleeding edge of experimenting with what is possible in terms of virtual convenings at a time when, of course, the world is waking up to the importance and the value, and in many cases, the necessity of our getting together in these ways. So much more is possible, I believe, than what we've managed to figure out how to do by taking kind of the normal things that we do in person and trying to literally clone them into virtual space. The virtual space is not the same as in person. And so this is a way to play and learn. It's a laboratory. It's a prototyping space. We're hoping to launch all kinds of new things coming out of this. And so I encourage you to join us in that spirit of play and exploration and welcoming confusion and overwhelm, because we're trying new things. Some of it will be messy, some of it will fail, but much learning and joy and connection will happen in the process. That is my commitment to you. So I look forward to seeing you soon.